but not enough money. Have you felt that? Okay. Then, as you grow up, you have less and less and less time, some money, and you started to lose your health. And at the end, you have no health at all, maybe some money, and now you have all the time in the world. Right? You have all the time. But maybe you could or you couldn't have money, but the health is gone. And you put all your effort where? Getting your health back. Right? Because you could be rich, you could be the president of Netherlands, you could be famous like in Hollywood, you could be the best professional in your profession, you could be the best, the famous and this and millionaire and that, but if you lose your health, you have nothing. Because you could have 1,000 problems. As soon as you have a health problem, you forgot the rest. You only have one. Right? Am I right?
I've witnessed that.
Okay. So that's why I try to begin with this. Sorry. I try to begin with this. And to end, just two more things. 8 out of 10 in network marketing are successful women. Sorry about us guys, and I'm gonna try to tell a story. I believe it's a true story. Maybe Dave could say it. How many of you get to know, not in person, but who the President Barack Obama was in the States, the ex-president of the United States? He went into a dinner with Michelle, his wife, into a place in their hometown where Michelle was from, right? They get to a dinner, nice table, all the security and all of that. Wow, President of the United States. And then and they went to a restaurant where that she likes. As soon as they get there, the owner of the restaurant came by. Mr. President, First Lady, thank you for choosing our restaurant. And yeah, this and that, and he left. Apparently, Michelle Obama, he was an ex-boyfriend of Michelle, the President White, the guy, the owner of the restaurant. And Barack was like laughing and she said, "What?" And he said, "Haven't you noticed? You're now First Lady, and you could have been the wife of the owner of a restaurant." No! He was going to be the president, not you. Do you understand? Yes. I wasn't going to be the wife of the owner of a restaurant. If I would have married him, he would have been the president. And he says, "What?" Yeah. And so that's not woman power. I'm trying to tell you that women run this world. Even we like it or not, they make all the decisions. They have the vision. They are empowered by something else than we are. They are multitasking. They can do 10 things at a time, just the way it has to be. And my admiration to all you women. You are built up for network marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? So, round of applause for you. Okay. And what question do I ask? I'm just getting ahead of the panel, I think. What question do I ask for the other thing that we were talking about, like solving problems? Look, the big tasks, like calling people, like talking to people, like introducing them to the product or the business, neither of them or either of them, you just need to ask one question. One question. How is it going?
Yeah. How are you?
That's it. How are you? How's your family? The same question. How's your work? Oh, you don't know. I wake up at 7 a.m. I'm tired. I hate my boss. I don't earn the amount of money that I would like. They are starting to tell you the problem you could solve him. And as soon as you ask that question, 9 out of 10 people will come back to you and tell you all you need. And the next sentence going out from your mouth is, if I have something to solve your problem, either it's health, wealth, or any problem, if I have something to solve your problem, are you open to hearing about it? And he said, no, okay. You turn around and keep your, go, take your track. Come on. Shut. Keep your mouth shut. But if they said, I'm open to hear, but now they want to hear, you don't want to tell, because you have the solution of his problem. When you just get to them and, okay, I have a product, I have a business, I have a this, I have a that. I said, are you trying to sell me something? That's the first thing that's going to be in the minds. Are you trying to sell me something? And then they are blocked. It doesn't matter how good is what you have, they block themselves. As soon as they find out that you are trying to sell them a business or a product or a service or anything, you lost them. Right? Okay. Sorry about that. I just think this might help you in your businesses and in this company. Okay. Let's get started. I'm going to go a little bit fast on this. Maybe I won't fall. Curcumin. Good news. Some natural molecules such as curcumin can help correct inappropriate gene expression. There are hundreds of them. Hundreds of studies. Hundreds of components. But this one, especially this one, has some special properties. Very singular, very specific. Maybe you would need, I think, 20 or more products to try to cover the spectrum of curcumin. Because we have so many pathways. The NRF2, the this, and the antioxidant, and it's a lot of pathways that we solve. So, according to Molecules Journal in 2015, there's a link between curcumin, inflammation, and chronic diseases. We've been talking about this. So, they said in this is a PDF, right? This is the best thing. Inflammation and chronic diseases. Chronic inflammation caused by oxidative stress is linked to science. Again, science. Linked to obesity, arthritis, neurodegenerative diseases, types of cancers, Alzheimer's, pancreatitis, and curcumin can block these pathways. 2, mechanism of action. As I've been said, antioxidant blocking production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, regulated molecular pathways such as NRF2, MAPK, and sirtuins. You don't need to understand all of this. You just need to know that these are main pathways that if they are blocked, you won't be having chronic inflammation. Okay? And protecting oxidative damage and inflammation and mitochondrial dysfunction, which is very important, by the way. So today we know that curcumin can talk to our cells and our genes. Curcumin can interact, can talk, basically. Believe me, what happens is curcumin works in our genes and has the ability to influence 3 epigenetic mechanisms. 3. DNA methylation, histones modification, and microRNA regulation. Each one of them is what we call epigenetic mechanisms, so you can control the expression of your genes. And what is the expression of your genes? Diseases. You express what your problem is at your genetic level. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it easy enough? It is, right? Okay. DNA methylation acts as a switch that turns specific genes on or off. Histone modification allows DNA to coil more or less, making it easier or harder to read genes. That's something that has to do with telomeres. Who asked me about telomeres? You will. Okay. The telomeres are responsible, if they are short, they are shortened, they are getting shorter, so your aging accelerates. Right? Okay. So this is about reading or building proteins at a DNA level. MicroRNA regulation means control of protein production, helping to prevent the formation of abnormal cells. It's as if curcumin helps fine-tune the functioning of our DNA. Like tuning, you know what tuning is? Tuning like your car engine? Yeah. Tuning like a well function or bad function? Okay, so it tunes because our stem cells replicated themselves. Depend on the organ or the type of cells. And you are not the same woman that you were one month before. You have new skin, you have new liver cells, you have new intestine, you are renovated 1, 2, 3 thousands, millions of times in your life span, right? So what happens is that this regulates this. And if you combine the nanocurcumin with this, what happens is that your replicating level of cells stays steady. You know what happens when your cells go crazy? Cancer, autoimmune diseases. That's what happened. What is cancer? The replicated, engine you have inside a cell start to produce cells, atypical cells, and they don't die, and they keep reproducing themselves, and then you got a tumor, then you got an autoimmune disease. That's the why. And then I saw this. National Institute of Health of the United States, molecular mechanisms of curcumin action that modulates the gene expression. It's been studied already. Here is the link. You could go there and read it. I just put, a slide over here, a picture, and basically they said that the ability to affect multiple targets, curcumin has the potential, sorry Dave, I need to say this, that potential of prevent and treat various diseases including cancers, arthritis, allergies, atherosclerosis, aging, neurodegenerative diseases, hepatic disorders, obesity, diabetes, psoriasis, and autoimmune diseases. A bunch of things.
Can I break in here? Weet we wat RNA is? Wie weet niet wat RNA is, wat het zou zijn? Oké. RNA is als het ware een weerspiegeling. Is net als wanneer je iets probeert te kopiëren. Als jij je RNA goed voedt, krijg jij een goede duplicatie van je DNA. Oké? Waardoor jouw DNA optimaal zichzelf weer gaat verdubbelen. Hoe doe je dat? Vervangen. Dus nee, opnieuw.
Zonder mutatie.
Ja, en zonder mutatie. Dat is heel belangrijk voor die RNA. Dus wat doen wij met de gouden druppels? Ons RNA, dus laten we zeggen de spiegel, zo schoon mogelijk houden. Waardoor we een optimaal beeld krijgen van ons DNA en dat die ook op de beste manier gedupliceerd kan worden. En zo voorkom je, we mogen het eigenlijk niet zeggen, maar zo voorkom je zoveel mogelijk diseases, ziektes, issues. Ja, kunnen we dat volgen tot nu toe? Want anders wordt het wel heel veel medische informatie, maar ik wil wel dat jullie doorhebben waarom die druppels zo belangrijk zijn. En hij doet zijn uiterste best om ons dat zo goed mogelijk te laten begrijpen. Daarom, ik zeg, consider yourself privileged to be here, just to get this.
And my friend here uses the smartest sentence. This is a need because it can hold the trigger for your body to start healing itself. Yeah? We have the ability. We are divine. We are perfect because of whatever you believe. I believe in God. We have a machine divinely built up, right? So what happens is that it is so perfect, but who are the ones that are pulling the trigger? Ourselves.
We are. Yeah.
Ourselves.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. So, to summarize this is the bioactivity. You've heard about all of this. Okay? It's been published also. This is the reference. Immunoregulation, anti-diabetic, cardiovascular, hepatic protection, neuroprotection, cancer effect, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. You've seen this before. You also say, I don't know if you are entitled or if you know that this investigations continues. We have actually, by May 2021, the U.S. National Institute of Health recorded 261 completed or ongoing clinical trials to study the use of curcumin in various clinical disorders. So, the scientific world is open eyes and focused on this. And we are ahead of it. Because we are not seeing clinical trials, we are seeing people, real people, results. That's the place you are right now. Okay? Given this hope. The problem, you all know, doesn't matter how much curcumin consumed. What is important? How much it is absorbed and how much reaches to the bloodstream, organs, and tissues.
Recently, we had a doctor with his end of his study saying curcumin does not work. Is he right or is he wrong?
Right.
He is right because of this, because of the bioavailability. So some people, no, he's wrong because my curcumin works. Yes, but not everyone knows about bio-MS. So recently he was in the news saying, well, it's not working. It's just a placebo. Because you will never have the therapeutical doses in your system if you use the powder. You will never have that. And this is something we need to know so we can communicate this with our people. But the easiest way is just try it. As they tricked him. They tricked him, just gave him some bottles, and that's why he's so crazy about these drops. But do you understand what I'm saying?
If you would-
Bioavailability.
If you would have asked me before, if you would have asked me before, I was part of Beautify, and I was entitled of all this information, and I've seen the results, I will probably have the same opinion as that doctor.
Yeah.
If you ask me about turmeric, I could tell you turmeric. You could have stones in your kidneys, in your gallbladder. Your liver could suffer because of turmeric. Yeah, and you could have several things over there. Okay, but we're not talking about turmeric. We're talking about nanocurcumin. When they come, oh, somebody told me that this is going to do this and that and that. Yes, is he right? Yes. And he says, why do you say yes? Yes, because this is not turmeric. This is curcumin. And it's not just curcumin, it's nanocurcumin. Something
Different.
two worlds in between that we are talking about.
Yeah, and this is something.
Got that?
Yeah, and this is something we need to teach these people from Australia, because they're not allowed to say curcumin because of regulation, health regulation. They can only say turmeric. So on the bottle it says turmeric. But we need to explain it to these people in Australia that we only use the active ingredient of turmeric, and that is curcumin, nano curcumin.
We need to be specific.
Nano curcumin with micellization.
Yes.
May I just break him for 5 seconds?
No.
This is exactly what happened to Adam. His doctor said it's not working, you're not allowed to take it. I'm telling you not to take it. That's why he wasn't on the presentation last week.
Okay, he needs to talk to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's about information. It's not a doctor's
It's
problem.
outdated.
Yeah, he just doesn't have enough information.
Exactly.
It doesn't have enough information. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So, you all know that if you have 1,500 milligrams of curcumin, of turmeric curcumin, so at the end, in between the first and the second hour, you're going to find in blood 1 milligram. Are you wasting it? Definitely. You're wasting your money, your time, and your effort having this, paying for it, 500 to get one.
And do not forget, it is a burden for your intestines. Your intestines have to work really hard to process this.
Just check out all the other brands of turmeric. Just check it out. You know how much is over here? 2,000, 3,000 milligrams, 4, 5. There, the adverse effects, they showed up because of the amount. Because they are trying to get something over here with higher doses. And they started to use piperine, and all of that, and piperine hits your liver and have problems with your medications that you're using right now, because piperine blocks the mechanisms of liver detox, liver metabolism. They slow it down. They slow it down for the curcumin to stay there. But if you took a medication, it's like the liver has the doors open, and your medication will start to hurt you more than it's doing it right now. So it's understandable. Yeah, you got it.
No, this is really important.
Yeah.
And I'm not keep breaking up.
No, go ahead.
Because
the words.
This is absolutely important, because people will tell you, well, I've been using turmeric all my life with pepperine. And pepperine, we mean black pepper, zwarte peper. Yeah? What it does, it slows down the detoxification of your liver. The part 2 of the detoxification.
Metabolism capacity.
Yeah, so meaning what is the function of your liver? To clean stuff up, right? To clean it up. So basically it's the gateway to, you can go in, no, you cannot, you're toxic. You can go in, you can go out. If you use pepperin, it opens up everything. Come and get it. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. So even if you use medicine, you know, let's say you're using medicine, nothing will happen. Come on in. You understand? And that cannot be the case. Okay? I'm just saying this in layman terms so everyone can understand it.
We definitely can't recommend using piperine or black pepper in this or in anything. Read the supplements. Out of 10, maybe 7 or 8 use piperine, black pepper. Yeah?
Ginger is good. Cooked with pepper.
Also, nano-sized.
It's also
Nano okay. About this one? Are you talking about nanofy with ginger and what happens? Ginger is not black pepper.
Turmeric is 30 nanometers. Ginger is not.
No, ginger is not because it is not. It doesn't have the problem of lipophilic of lipids. It doesn't have the problem. That's the why ginger and vitamin C are not nano treated, right? That's the answer. Yeah, you could add it, and then they don't have the absorption problem. Okay. Okay. So, curcumin is a powerful inflammation modulator. We've been talking about this all the afternoon. We have anti-inflammatory effect. Nanotechnology allows high absorption and fast action. It provides benefits in pain, metabolism, and general health. So, what happened with absorption? Look at this. Adding piperine as adjuvant, but they developed solid dispersion, measles, nanoparticles, nanoemulsions, and microemulsions. These are all alternatives. What the lab accomplished, they put together nanoparticles with measles. What happens then? This approach is the best one of all of them. The most secured, well, I'm going to show you here. Look. Improved bioavailability, prolonged shelf life, enhanced solubility, reduction of side effects, controlled release, target delivery, co-delivery of active component, use of GRAS ingredients, which is generally recognized as safe, okay, by the U.S. and the European Union.
EMA.
Yes. Protection of sensitive food ingredients and influencing aroma. What happens is, when you do that, the nutraceuticals, not just the curcumin, this thing is being applied in a variety of nutrients. But this science promotes all of these solutions in the products. Okay? So, when you have a nanocurcumin, the gastrointestinal, the neurodegenerative, the cardiovascular, the allergies, asthma, rheumatoid arthritis, and cancers, you have a chance with that. You will have definitely a chance with this. You're not going to get out of this place and find someone, do you have cancer? I have the cure. No. I want to raise the credibility. I want to raise your perception, your strength in your heart and in your mind. So you could project this, but you're not going out and saying, I have the cure of cancer. You're not going to die because of that. No, that's not the way to do it. It's going to work against you if you start doing that. Okay? Would you please? Okay. So, at the end, again, the National Institute of Health says the effects of curcumin in the nano formula may be the better for cardiac patients due to its high bioavailability. And look, specifically our molecule, curcumin nanomicelle. Specifically, they won't say Betafy. Why? Because this is not marketing. This is not publicity. This is a science study, scientific study. Okay, it's better for me that way because it's impartial, right? It's impartial. Okay, so how to biodesign or help and control of inflammation and oxidation? Again, nutritious eating, avoid high-processed food, do physical exercise, avoid sedentarism lifestyle, lose weight. If there's excess, avoid being overweight. If there's no excess right now, relax, stay calm, avoid stress, sleep and rest, avoid staying up late. Control the consumption of toxins. Include curcumin in your daily routine. This might be the best things you can do to fight this problem. And okay, because when you biodesign your body free of inflammation, when inflammation decreases, your metabolism is activated, it improves your mood and energy, you start losing fat sustainably, and you regain control over your health and also your weight. But you need to be consistent. Consistency is the word. Some people saw it in the first week. Some people see it in the first month. Some people need 3 months. Nobody could say in this time you're going to see this result. No, because each one of you is a different human being in a different condition, different habits, different age, different life cycles. Who knows? Okay? So be patient. Be patient. You already seen this? And this is the biomass patented nanotechnology. We have it over here. And I'm sure you have seen it before. Have you seen it before? Yeah. Yeah? You've seen it? Okay, the missile and inside, as you can see, the first patent is extraction of oleurosin of curcumin. The second, nanotechnology to curcumin. This molecule of curcumin to nanosize. Missilization technology is this. And at the end, we have inside the nanocurcumin and the liquid soluble missils on the outside. Just like this. Okay? And the final product is this, and this is the commercial products. You understand? Do you understand? Okay? Better absorption up to 277 times, as you all know. Better absorption as the usual. So micellar nanocurcumin liquid gold, high absorption curcumin, positively modulates inflammation and pain, positively supports immunity, powerful antioxidant. 10 drops is similar as 8 kilos of fresh turmeric. 8 kilos.
Turmeric is extracted from?
The native turmeric, the one you find in the supermarket, okay? Or the native one in powder, okay? Okay, let's see. There you go. What else? Well, here in Europe, you have another molecule inside with biomass. It's the D3. It's no longer a vitamin, it's a prohormone. I don't know if you understand that. It's no longer a vitamin. And it provides 60% of the RDA, recommended daily allowance.
Yeah.
60%. What else is interesting here? is that vitamin D3 is related to low-grade inflammation also. So they are synergistic. Numerous studies have shown that vitamin D3 has anti-inflammatory effects, modulating immune response, and low levels of vitamin 3 have been associated with increased in systemic inflammation, especially in people who are overweight, diabetes, have diabetes type 2, and have autoimmune diseases. So this, if you don't have a blood test on your levels of D3, you're behind. You need to go to a lab, say, okay, show my levels of D3. 8 out of 10 people are deficient
Yeah.
on D3 vitamin on the world, not you or me, throughout the world. 8 out of 10, and we don't know. Another specific thing you need to understand: you are covering with this the two ways, the two angles, of the problem of inflammation. But if you are deficient, you need to supplement with something else. This won't be enough. This won't be enough because you need to have 3, 5, up to 10 times the RDA that you need to have just to sustain, just to maintain. Because to level it up, as soon as you level it up, then you could, you could help with this, okay? But this is not a vitamin D supplement. It's more like a synergy with the curcumin, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm almost done now. So curcumin plus. We add to all of this ginger, vitamin C, with more maximum absorption this, but it's a little bit more powerful in the anti-inflammatory because of the synergy now with ginger and vitamin C. Okay? I specifically seen more results in people with fatty liver disease. With resistance to insulin, pre-diabetics or diabetics with complications, and also in the overweight, people with overweight. I'm going to show you some pictures here. You like pictures? You like testimonials?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you a couple. My friend Francisco from Honduras, almost 300 pounds. The guy come over and says, I can't breathe. Angina pectoris, you know what that is?
Yeah.
Pain. If you do this, you couldn't walk 3 steps in a ladder, So what happens with this guy is sleep apnea, chest pain, hypertension, morbid obesity, triglycerides in 747, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and high glycohemoglobin. And these are the tests. On July the 4th, 2024, we were in the first 6 months of the business. And he came over and I tell him, well, first you need to stabilize, you need to begin a treatment, but I could give you a hand with curcumin plus, and in the US we have Symbiofight, probiotics, right? So if you don't have them right now, find one.
I have.
Find a pre-probiotic.
I brought who wants can have it.
Good.
From
Okay. It's coming to Suriname? From Miami, it can go to Suriname, yes. Yes, Symbiofight is amazing because it has a detox herbal formula and also has a magnesium. No idea. No idea. But you could find something else. And I gave him curcumin plus and Symbiofi at that time. What happens was the next month, I couldn't believe it myself. He says, here are my labs. And he gave it to me. And I opened them up. The 747 triglycerides, 194, normal.
Wow.
Glycohemoglobin, 6.7. Diabetic, 5.2, normal. Like glucose or glycemia, 93, normal. And on and on and on. But they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay. Let me see. 1 month later.
Wow.
20 something pounds. Let me see. 23 pounds less. Now he's been on the product more than around 8 months or 9 months, something like that. You know how much our weight is lost? 83 pounds. If you see him, you wouldn't. Who is this guy? He started running marathons. He looks 20 years younger. He used no medication for diabetes. He used no medication for his hypertension. The guy says, thank you, Vilafy. Gracias, Vilafy. That was his words. You gave me another chance in life. I'm not going to waste it. That was his words. When he come to my house in shorts, running. How do you say? Just to see my face when I see him. Oh, wow, man. What are you doing? I don't believe it when I see this guy. And another one, and last, a diabetic foot of a patient. It wasn't my patient. It was a patient of a friend of mine who's a medical doctor that treats this kind of complications. And this was how it looks like at the beginning. Left foot. Okay? It was purple, almost dead, feet. When he asked me, I told him, find the red bag and put it inside. I thought it was done. It was gone. Believe me. And he said, I'm going to give him a try. But you know this could complicate with sepsis, an infection, because you need to,
Yes.
pull that fit out. And he says, no, I'm going to give him a chance. 2 months later, it was a girl. She came over. Look at this. When he sent me the photograph, you remember the patient? Yes? Here you go. Boom. And he sent me the picture. And he told me, what? How do you do that? I didn't do anything. I just put her on this product and look what it's on. This wasn't El Salvador. If you know where that is. Okay? So I could show you from the US, from El Salvador, and now I have dozens and dozens in Honduras. Dozens. I could be the whole afternoon showing you photos. But I'm not allowed to do that. They would kill me. But the thing is, and that's to end the presentation, physical and mental oxidative stress and inflammation is the silent global pandemic. People are aware of this and that virus. This is the problem. This is killing 8 out of 10 people right now in the world. This. And not only killing, because of dying, are killing the quality of life and the future of the people. Killing the hopes of the people to live a normal life. That's the main problem that we need to fight with. The well-being and the health of our humanity is in danger. Are in danger. both of them, the well-being and the health. And would you like to be a part of the change?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to be a part of the change 10 drops at a time? Would you like?
Yeah.
Okay, you say yes. So we need to bio-design a new future, not for you, not only for your family, not only for your community. We now are committed to change the future of every single person in the world that allowed us to be near him and put some attention. If they want, because it's always going to be their decision. Okay? So, bio-design an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, 10 drops at a time, with nanomicellar curcumin, and the best is yet to come. Europe, we're gonna hear a lot about Europe. I'm seeing faces right now. I don't even remember you when Ivan called me, tell me, come over. We need to put some lights, premieres, diamond pins, and this amazing team that I have. Believe in yourself. You have the product. You have the company. You have the testimonials. You have the knowledge. We all have the same thing. In Suriname, we didn't even have the product. Yesterday, cost in Honduras for the first year and a half or so. And you know, we built almost a $100,000 a month business without product. People needs to wait 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks for the product to come. They were already pro distributors when the product arrives for the first time. They're growing faith. You have it all here. A click, and in 5 days you have the product in your house. Boom, boom, boom. Here it is. And your check's automatically over there. Right? So you have all the conditions, but we are missing one condition. And I'll end with this. We need your decision. You need to decide to do something with your life, with the life of the people around you. And if you commit to this, remember, your results in life will always reflect the amount of people you impact and help through it. You help enough people to reach their goals, you will reach yours. But you first need to help enough people to reach theirs. Is that understandable? So, I'll be waiting to hear from you. I love you a lot, and thank you for supporting this presentation. Thank you a lot. Okay.
Good. Frank.
Thank you.
Yes, he has a question.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
You was explaining the ingredients that is in Vita 5, but do you know the source of the vitamin D or the vitamin C? What is the source? Is it synthetic? Is it what is it from?
It is natural.
It's natural.
It's natural. Okay, 100% natural.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, because the alkaline community, when they read vitamin C, they assume that it is always.
Auckland, you mean in New Zealand or?
No, the alkaline community here in Amsterdam. Alkaline, the people, they're following the Dr. Sevi.
No. We could reach for the info at the lab here in Germany.
Yeah.
Come on. I think
Frankfurt. No, it's not.
Dave's going to be there tomorrow. But as far as I know,
It's natural.
they couldn't use because of the certifications.
Yeah.
Because of the kosher, good manufacturing practices certification. These labs couldn't took a product out of their production without all of the specifications.
Yeah.
Now,
Needs to be
believe
natural.
me, you are covered.
I understand.
Yeah, you're covered.
But it's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Okay, so
Even the curcumin comes from India, organic, 100%,
Yeah.
certified, the best of the best with no pesticides, no nothing. They need to have that specifications.
Yeah.
Because in Germany, they won't allow to produce nothing with that kind of specifications you mentioned.
actually, okay, who thinks they need a shirt, at least for their team? A shirt.
Oh,
Just throw it. Just throw it here.
Okay. Can I have, Rob, can you help me, Peter, can you help me with the few chairs? Can I have Ms. Alfreda Toll and Roy Lodik? And, yeah. Yeah, in the room, in front of the room? Yeah. Anthony? Yeah. Please. Okay. Okay, maybe Dr. Cesar Fernandez, can you also, Cesar, can you also sit in the front?
Yes.
And the idea is to ask as many questions, and not just for yourself, but for your team members. Ask as many questions to all these people who are at least a master. Okay? So, what are the questions? Who wants to ask a question? Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Sam. Yeah.
Can you tell me all there is to know about the Symbiofy, how to use it, what it's for, etc., etc.?
Who are you asking?
Maybe Dr. Fernandez.
Yeah, maybe I'm the one. Simplify. The question was the use, the results. Okay, Simplify is a combination of prebiotics, probiotics. You know, prebiotics are the food of the microbiota or the bacteria, the good bacteria that produces colonies inside your gut. So if you put this plant here, you need to put the water, right? So the probiotic is the plant, and the prebiotic is the food of the plant. Is understandable? Okay. Then we have a detox formula with 9 ingredients, herbal ingredients, that helps the metabolisms of your liver, your kidney, and your gut. And it works as a detox. Okay? A detox. It helps the detoxification of your system. And last but not least, a small amount of magnesium to work with your intestine. Okay? So it's not a, ¿cómo se dice? How do you say laxante? It is not.
No.
Okay? It just, the peristalsis started to work normal. The inflammation started to go down. The gases, the bloating, the liquids that you retain, and also your mood, because your intestine is connected to your brain. Your brain got access, and if you have a good microbiota, you will produce serotonin, you will produce dopamine, and you will be happy, you will be in a good mood, and that's the main reason. This Symbiofy is like I said, Batman and Robin, because maybe this is a Robin, but it's still important for to work together with the products. Yes, brings the balance.
Exactly.
Some people actually might take longer if they didn't work in the gut health first,
Yeah.
or at least simultaneously. That might take longer because the curcumin, when it has to fight a little bit more to get the results.
It's a 10-day supply. 10-day supply.
Wait. Yes, 10 days supply, but
How
can
often do
you
you need to
wait?
use
Can you please repeat the last part? Because some people need a little bit longer to work on their intestines for the drops, for the curcumin drops to work properly.
Yes, because the curcumin also has a support to your gut. It works as a prebiotic for your intestines, microbiota, and also anti-inflammatory and all of the functions we've been talking about. But the thing is that when you have a problem over there that needs to be solved, it might take a little bit